but my penis. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Good Life podcast. Miles is miserable today. We're gonna be talking about a lot of things. Next episode though, Miles, because let's get it out in the open right now. We're gonna do a non-scripted video. We're gonna talk at you like
this isn't scripted.
We're gonna do an even less scripted video next episode because hey, why not? Let's just talk to each other and see what it's gonna be called Word Association Wednesday. Not Grogu. Oh yeah, as you can see, lovely background. More of me.
That's what the world needs.
I'm just gonna keep finding stuff and adding to our backdrop. Anyway, Miles, let's get into it. The last couple of episodes have been really, really drama heavy and controversial. So we're going to move away from that. And you know what we're going to talk about right now?
Ratatouille.
Trump's getting arrested today. Well, he might be. I just wanted to make a joke about being controversial. Yeah, that'll be cool, I guess. It's not going to be cool. I'm neutral.
I don't care.
Arrest
him!
The second thing, I know we talked about it last time, but the Jedi Survivor new story trailer came out yesterday.
Merrin is in it.
Merrin, they're all in it.
The Night Sister girl.
They're not all dead. Even
I didn't see her.
Danny DeVito.
What?
You know that little green monster guy with the massive face. What's his name? Like Grease.
Oh yeah.
He's there and he's got a weird mustache. Who's
ponytail? Sia's the girl.
The girl.
The woman.
Oh, she's there. She's bold. She was in the first trailer.
I didn't see her.
She's like she's like the librarian. She's got like a bunch of like library things around. She's
it looks cool. I like I was actually listening to the podcast because I was like, I'll just whack it on.
Views.
And I've seen a lot of people on Reddit say they're just going to replay the game in time for the thing, but
yeah,
I think I might do that because I really liked the first one.
Do it. See if you can complete it on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Well, then just do the normal difficulty like me because I'm a pushover. Yes, and Liam O'Brien. Is it Liam O'Brien?
Who's that?
He's the gun guy. He's got a gravelly voice, and the voice actor is Liam O'Brien.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it looks cool. We already talked about it, but I thought, hey, that came out yesterday or the day before. Why don't we mention that? So, ayo. Speaking of Star Wars, we're it's like a bunch of Easter eggs.
Is that the segue?
That's not a segue. That's just my mind going on overload. Basically, everything everywhere all at once. Directors are doing a Star Wars thing. So, we're like referencing old videos constantly.
What's it called?
No idea. That was just the title. And I went, ooh, news. We're going to be reporting you news today.
Hello, welcome to the news.
Everything everywhere all at once is directors are making a Star Wars thing. Yeah, it's Star Wars City, isn't it? The Mandalorian was a bit controversial as well because it was.
Was it?
Yeah, because it was. Did you watch it? Okay, well, I'm not going to say, but
It's controversial.
Well, you know because of the perception shift to the Doctor. Did I just spoil that? I told you that before, right?
Sure.
I told you that the other day.
Oh yeah, it follows the Doctor.
It follows the Doctor. I'm just reporting. I've got more.
So let me ask you a question. What hit film was? We're
just as bad as each other.
Featured the voice of famous actor Patton Oswalt.
Ratatouille.
Correct! Woo!
Why are you doing... Oh, is this the Ratatouille segment?
No.
Welcome to the Ratatouille segment. We're going to be talking about Ratatouille facts.
So, I really like Gusteau.
Which one's Gusteau?
And I like the guy that's like, I killed a man
with this thumb. Yeah. Is Gusteau the dead guy?
Yes.
What about Ego?
Ego, I like him a lot. I like it when he eats the ratatouille. It's very satisfying. You know the circles? And
Yeah. The title.
But then
He eats the Ratatouille.
I read online that that's not Ratatouille or something. It's something else.
Ooh, fake.
So it's called Ratatouille, and I don't know why, because it's false apparently, or it's a different type of Ratatouille. So anyway, yeah, Remy goes to Paris, and he goes to find his family.
Is this going to be like your Ratatouille ranking of characters?
My favourite Ratatouille character is the big rat that is like the buff guy, and he's like, and he opens the door for everyone.
Yeah.
And my favourite human is the chef that lights the torch when he's trying to kill Remy, and Linguini's like, no, it's my little chef. He's my favourite chef.
What? The thumb guy?
So yeah, what happened in Mandalorian?
Where did that come from? That's what we're going to be doing in the next episode. Miles wants to dabble in it right now because he's
just thinking about Ratatouille.
He's just always thinking about Ratatouille. But that was our Ratatouille ranking section.
You know those days where you just think about Ratatouille?
Yeah.
I'm having one of those days.
Tuesdays, am I right? Ratatouille, ugh.
Well, you can't reveal when we record this.
Okay, Monday. What day is it? Marvel, because we have a segue. The Victoria Alonso woman.
Yep.
She left,
Yep.
and I've written in my notes, Victoria Alonso left Marvel, apparently was a bitch.
Yeah, so apparently she ran the post-production area, which is all the VFX stuff, which is what people
nice hammer,
been
dude.
complaining about. So
Don't, you'll break it.
People are thinking Bob Iger is here to really sort some stuff out. So he's replaced one of the big three.
Yeah.
Which, big move.
Big hammer.
Obviously people are a little bit upset because it's one of the big three, but changes need to happen if things aren't going well. And if everyone's complaining about the VFX, then I think this is the move, right move.
True.
So, I don't want to hear you guys complaining. Yeah, I'm sure she was a nice lady. Yeah, I'm sure she's made millions. But we need to change. The VFX needs to change. On a separate note about VFX, I saw an interview with Brett Goldstein, the guy that plays Roy Kent from Ted Lasso. He said he had no idea he was in Thor, and he got told to watch the ending. And yeah, that's all I have to say on that.
Wow, Ratatouille's really got you in a mood, hasn't it?
Woo! Ratatouille!
Stop messing with the hammer. Segue. Look at Mazel like this. Stop it! You'll actually break it. It's my hammer.
Speaking of hammer, is Justin Hammer ever going to come back to the MCU? Find out next week when we discuss all the plot points currently unsolved in the MCU.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Victoria Alonso, F1 section. Fernando Alonso. He got a podium.
Woo!
Miles is a big fan now for some reason, even though you didn't like him last season.
No, I did like him. I like the disruptors. I like Max Verstappen and I like Fernando Alonso. I like the bad guys.
Are you a bad boy?
I actually don't think either of them are bad guys. I just think they just get perceived that way.
Max Verstappen, definitely. Yeah, there was a lot of drama with the FIA. Again, classic. Yeah. They added a penalty really late. And then they took it back because they were like, ooh, everyone's complaining. And well, you know who came out of the caves? The Lewis Hamilton fans. Oh, yeah, what were you going to say?
Lewis Hamilton fans, why? Because George got podium.
Because they reinstated the podium, so they got rid of the penalty that they gave, and they were like, why didn't they do that at Abu Dhabi?
Oh.
Because I got recommended on Reddit, the Lewis Hamilton, and every so often I just go in there to get really angry, because every time I go in there, they're always stupid.
Yeah, so apparently they went to the FIA with 7 accounts of video evidence of other teams doing the exact same thing and not getting a penalty.
Ooh.
And they said, listen, they've all done it. Why have we got a podium? A penalty?
Why have we got a podium?
And they went, yeah, all right, fair play, fine, have it back.
Damn.
That was it.
You caught us. Yeah, it was weird. It did look like they. Anyway, yeah. Lewis Hamilton.
I love Lewis Hamilton.
What was your prediction again for who was going to win the championship? Was it Lewis Hamilton? Because right now, it ain't Lewis Hamilton.
I actually think he's going to retire now at the end of the year.
Why? Because he's so miserable.
Yeah, he just... I don't understand what he's saying. Like, you know, he does interviews where he's like, I had a bad car in this year and blah, blah, blah. He's always had a race-winning car.
Mm-hmm.
What is he complaining about? People have done their time. Perez has done his time in rubbish cars.
Mm-hmm.
He's got wins with rubbish cars, obviously out of luck sometimes, but it's still a win. What is he complaining about? Just enjoy the sport. I understand he wants to win everything. Everyone does. But you've got a bad car. Deal with it. Stop putting the team on blast. What happened to this no-blame culture at Mercedes? Just get on with it, and then people will love you more if you just get on with the job and win next year or whatever.
I was joking, but Ratatouille has actually made you miserable, hasn't it?
My favourite part is when Linguini
Yeah, I agree. I like how last year they were like, we win as a team and we'll lose as a team, and now they're losing as a team, and everyone's like, no, it's you!
And they're putting Mike Elliott on blast, and they're like, he's designed a bad car, blah, 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 him and that, blah, 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 he's got an ultimatum. Like, he's new. It's not going to be perfect straight away. Mm-hmm. They're still the third fastest team.
They're the fourth now. Ferrari are probably quicker, right? And Aston Martin.
They beat Ferrari.
Oh. They beat Ferrari. Where was Ferrari?
Ferrari was like...
Charles was qualified right behind Perez, and then he got the grid penalty. Why were they so bad?
Apparently they were like a second slower than last year in Jeddah.
What the hell? Yeah, they were quick last year.
Yeah, there's also Norris and Piastri at McLaren.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, even though Norris was stuck behind Sargent for a very long time.
Ooh, are you talking about Piastri?
Yeah, he said he let Piastri go to let him have a go at Sargent. But if he hadn't have done that, he would have passed Sargent anyway.
But he didn't.
But he didn't for ages.
Oscar went on... He was on those
hard
the whole race.
Yeah, he did a anti-Alex Albon. He pitted lap 1 and went to hards for them.
I know, it was like 52 laps. And I was like, what the hell?
And
he overtook...
Still on pace with Lando.
Lando sucks.
And overtook Sargent.
Yeah, they definitely... that's not right.
He got screwed.
Because Lando didn't overtake Logan, did he? And then Piastri did.
Piastri clearly had the pace. He got into Q3 with a McLaren. Which these days is good. I can't believe it.
So yeah, everything's a bit rocky in the F1 world at the moment, isn't it? Red Bulls, everyone's talking about how Red Bull's dominating, and
I'm really surprised there hasn't been an investigation into Aston Martin, or no one's freaked out about it. They've gone from the second worst team to the second best in a season. When has that ever happened?
Fernando. Brawn.
But they just came in, didn't they?
They were Honda. Good. And then Honda left. So the car was Brawn. I don't know. Yeah.
It's insane.
It does happen, though.
I mean, I'm supporting them. I think they're cool. I'm not going to get their merch because apparently the merch
is garbage.
Tears really easily.
Yeah. The letters fall off, so don't buy the merch.
But I like Fernando Alonso.
I like Fernando Alonso all the time now.
And he was cool because he always fights Lewis. You know, he's like holding him off.
Yeah.
Hungary, yeah. Yeah, I love him.
Are we an anti-Lewis Hamilton channel?
Did you also see his George's post?
And then he went,
hola,
yeah.
And it's like a wide shot of his forehead.
Yeah, what's wrong with him?
He's hilarious.
Why
is so funny.
He's become like an actual meme lord, and it's like, what's going on?
It's so good.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Makes headlines.
Yeah, and the TikToks he did as well.
Yeah.
Fernando Alonso, our hero. But also, he didn't win, did he, Miles?
No, but I think there's a chance for some wins this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, yeah, they're definitely there. Ah! Go back. Yeah, I was gonna start talking about Red Bull and how everyone's saying they're really dominant.
Yeah, who cares?
God, you're in such a mood today. This is Miles.
Did you see Hamilton's quote?
Miles Mood Mondays. What?
Saying, "I've never seen a car as quick as that Red Bull."
So we're going to talk about.
What an idiot!
2020, mate. That was the most dominant car that's ever been in ages.
Absolute idiot.
And he's like, "Oh, the Red Bulls. I've never had. Yeah, exactly. I've never been in a car that dominant." It's like 2019 or 2018 where the Mercedes and Red Bull are obviously the better one, but in 2018, Ferrari were kind of there, and so maybe Aston Martin might get there, or Ferrari. There's more opportunities for the people behind them to close that gap. Whereas right now they're obviously like storming away, but it's the second race, and Ferrari isn't. I mean, from the race, I didn't realize that they were, but Charles was right behind Perez. So Ferrari have the opportunity to get better and be there. Aston Martin have the opportunity to get there, and without Lance Stroll.
Ferrari seem to have like decent 1 lap pace, but it's just their race pace. It doesn't seem to be anywhere. Their tyre degradation's so high as well.
Yeah, that's always been their problem, hasn't it?
And they also have the engineers.
And it's a red car.
Yeah.
Yeah, the engineers are pretty garbage.
Did you see when Xavi was telling Charles to push when he was already in the safety car line?
They were literally...
It's ridiculous.
It was in front of him and he was like, yeah, push.
I think Ferrari and Mercedes should do a driver swap. Hamilton clearly is sick of the Mercedes. He should get humbled and go to Ferrari. And Charles should get out of Ferrari and go to Mercedes.
The only problem is, as soon as Lewis goes to Ferrari, they're not like business attitude. You know how Mercedes is like, we're a business and we're going to do everything right, and they have documents for everything.
Ferrari's a culture.
And Ferrari's kind of like, we're Ferrari, deal with it. If he joins them, and then they're like, well, sorry, Lewis, but you got to push. Oh, sorry, he's already there. He'll blow up.
Yeah.
He'll definitely retire.
Yeah.
But he'll be like, that season, he'll be like crazy.
Yeah, I want that.
Conspiracy. He'll be like a conspiracy theorist where every media, he's just, his eyes twitching and he's like, I don't know what's going on. And Miles wants that because he hates Lewis Hamilton.
I love the drama. I think George is being a lot more personable this season. I still liked him in Elements last season, but I feel like now he's beaten Lewis, he's like relaxed. He's like, I have the potential. I know I can do it. He's like joking around.
I thought you were going to be like, because he's beating Lewis, I like him.
He's not beating Lewis in the standings.
Isn't he?
No.
He is pretty chill, isn't he? Except for like when he crashes into Mick Schumacher.
No, not Mick. Also, Perez versus Verstappen. I read the whole transcript of the whole fastest lap debacle. Already, second race, there's been a bit of friction.
Drama.
Already, he said, I need to talk to the team about what just happened.
Perez?
Yeah.
Oof.
Christian Horner said... Christian Horner said Max started slowing down and making a gap, so it was pretty obvious he was saving his tyres to go for the fastest lap.
Yep.
He said Perez also tried to attempt it on the last lap, but messed up his sector 1, so backed out immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So they were both going to go for it.
So what's the problem?
Max just got it. I think Perez thought that they were just going to give it to him.
Oh.
Because he was first.
God, what a loser. Perez.
But Perez did well.
Yeah, I told you. He did well at Jeddah last year and then got screwed over. Jeddah just seems like his deal, and I think next race, even if Max had like a qualifying issue,
I still think Max could have caught him if he hadn't.
If he hadn't backed off
to target times.
Yeah. It's a lot of drama, isn't it?
It's great. I love it.
Max was complaining. Well, I don't think he was complaining, but he was quoted that, I would have had it if I hadn't had that qualifying issue. And it's like, yeah, of course you would, so why are you mentioning it? Unless it was just like, hey, Max, do you think you were going to win that race? And he's like, yep, but I failed qualifying kind of, so I didn't.
Did you see him after the race? He was so happy from going from P15 to second. He was like, yeah, great recovery drive, it's fine. I had a really good time. And then, did you see his dad?
Yeah.
Really angry, whatever.
Saw that photo.
Then they had an interview after that scene where he was completely the opposite tune. He was like...
Max?
Yeah, he was like, no, P15 to P2 isn't very good.
Uh-oh.
I wish I should have won. I can't sit here and celebrate without the win and whatever. So people are like, he's clearly gone to speak to his dad.
Abuse.
And his dad's gone like, you're an idiot.
Yeah. But he's never won a race in his life, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, he's just a dick. But I thought Max did really well. And clearly the car's quick, but that's fine. Like, you give that car to Perez, and I'm sure he would have had a few taps and bruises with a few drivers and got stuck in some DRS trains. And
yeah, definitely. 100%. That's the good part about qualifying first, Miles. You're ahead.
Yeah, you did well, though.
Anyway, we just love drama here, Miles, don't we? Oh,
I love it. My favourite part of drama in Ratatouille is when Linguini is asleep and then Leclerc. No, what's her name?
Leclerc?
What's her name? Anyway, the woman.
I'll figure it out.
The only woman in the kitchen. She slaps him and she's like, "I thought you loved me."
Oh, because he's asleep with the glasses.
Yeah, that's my favourite drama in linguini.com.
Okay, you're gonna have to take control because my brain's not gonna work until
What
I
do you
figure
want to
out
talk
her name. Sure, man. I'm trying to figure out her name.
Colette.
There we go.
Colette, please. That's what he says when she's running away.
Who was the voice actor for Linguini?
So was you.
No, I did the mocap.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was Jean.
Je m'appelle. I gotta figure this out.
I think it was like the guy from the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Oh, that guy.
Look it up. I think that's wrong. I just had that in my head. What's his name? Shane Linguini. Linguini Ratatouille. Remy Ratatouille.
This isn't good content, Miles. Oh, it's Alfredo Linguini. Lou Marano.
Right. Lou Marano?
Whoever that guy is.
Lou Romano. Is he in Ice Age?
He did the Incredibles. Oh, you know who he was in the Incredibles? Mountain Fire! Incredible? Bon Voyage.
Isn't Bernie Crop? That's the teacher. Don't Bernie me! This little rat's guilty! That was a good impression, I thought. Little rat! Remy!
Yeah, that was really good, actually.
Thank you.
Do coincidence? I think not.
I can't. Time's passed now.
No, you have to get right up to the camera. And you have to stand up. This is good content. And then...
how close am I?
It doesn't matter. And then you...
This little rat is guilty!
Now do coincidence.
What does he say before that?
It's about the tack.
It's about the tack! Coincidence? I think not! Don't Bernie me! What trick shot? What trick shot?
What's wrong with you today? You're like off script.
I don't know. I'm just really tired. I'm like getting delirious.
You're tired of me.
Mm.
Anyway, Miles has completely thrown that. You know when you're going to be editing this video, you're going to be like, "Oh my god, this is so much chaos. That how is this going to be a video?" You're gonna message me and go, "Arch, we can't upload this."
No, I'm gonna upload it.
Are you gonna upload it?
This is the chaos episode.
This is the chaos episode that we talked about. Miles wants chaos. He's gonna get some chaos. You know what we're gonna talk about now, Miles? Fortnite!
I just downloaded Fortnite.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I haven't played it yet. Oh, I've just downloaded Resident Evil.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, Yeah, okay.
I didn't talk about it last time.
No, we did though, behind the scenes.
And
because we're related.
I've never played. I've never been to the Powerball.
What's that off?
It's that apparently kid. What? Apparently, I've never been on live television before.
Anyway, Resident Evil 2.
So I got Resident Evil 2. It's remastered. It's sexy. It's scary. It's actually not that scary, but it has spooked me a few times.
It is scary.
It's really cool. So you're in like a police station. You get like a torch, and it's proper claustrophobic. I was playing it yesterday, with all the lights off, and I got spooked a few times because I had to like open the door and there's like a zombie in your face, and I was right next to the screen.
In your house?
Yep. And I had to go and pick up my girlfriend, so I went out.
In the game?
Nope. To go and like I had to walk down an alley.
You have a girlfriend?
To get to my car, and it freaked me out. I was like,
the alleyway.
I was like, this feels wrong. I'm gonna get attacked.
Where was your gun, Miles?
I didn't have
Where's Mr. X or whatever his name is?
Yeah, I haven't met him yet. I've got to find 3 medallions, and I found 2, and I can't find the third one.
Do you know why he's called Mr. X? Because he's actually a really good guy, and he does relationship advice. So when you were picking up your girlfriend, he was gonna appear right then. You just missed it because you pressed pause. But
that makes no sense.
It does. Mr. X is love.
No.
And he's massive, mate. He's built like
Is
a
he?
truck. Yeah, he's absolutely huge.
Is something about Nemesis?
He's like the same size, yeah. I think
Is he?
I think they're related. I don't think they're...
In my head, he was just a guy in a suit with
No,
glasses.
he's like grey and he looks like the Hulk.
Oh,
It looks like Frankenstein.
Oh, I remember where I got up to.
Cracking.
I went into a corridor and there was a zombie on the floor and I was like, yeah, that's fine. Let me check if he's dead. And then, as I was checking it, it got licked up by some tendril on the ceiling.
Yep.
And there was some like 4-legged creature on the ceiling. And I read a note on it ages ago. And this guy like can't see me, but he can hear me moving and running and stuff. So he's just like weird. So then I shot him. And it didn't kill him.
Oh.
And then he dropped to the floor. And then I ran away because I was like, I cannot kill this guy. I had like 2 bullets left. And then all I could hear in my headphones was...
Yep.
And he was on the ceiling like running after... Oh, it's freaky as hell. So yeah, that was pretty spooky. And then he killed me. And then I was like, that's it, I quit. And I'm going to have to do it at some point. But I've only got 2 bullets in my shotgun and 3 in my pistol. So I think it's impossible.
Tell us how you really feel.
So yes, Ratatouille.
Fortnite.
I like the part...
Did you know
that part is
Linguini's
basically...
skin in Fortnite?
Is that real?
No.
Basically, me shooting this monster is like the granny shooting the rats at the start.
This is a Ratatouille episode, and no one has watched this. Our Ratatouille facts throughout the episode, no one will know.
Yeah, they will.
The first fact they heard, they were like, "We hate Ratatouille."
No one hates Ratatouille.
Oh,
If you hate Ratatouille, send us a message, put it in the comments, whatever. Explain why you hate it, because I guarantee you,
you're wrong.
Yeah, I guarantee you, it makes no sense, and you're just being bitter.
Yeah, and we'll debunk your opinion.
You
And
rat.
Our opinion is fact. But you know what I saw before? You mentioned this, but your
Mom?
your mom, your Harry Potter short is like on 478 views.
Yeah, people hate Ravenclaws.
Yeah, I guess you found the moneymaker, which is put a nerdy face on you. Are you just gonna swap my face onto your face, and then just start complaining?
Funny story about that reel. I forgot I put it up, and then I got a random message from my girlfriend. Sorry to name drop again.
Oh my god, my girlfriend this, my girlfriend that.
She was like, "What house am I in?" And
We're
I was
podcasters.
like, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, "What Harry Potter house am I in?" And I was like, "Oh, she must be talking to a client, and they're talking about Harry Potter." I was like, "Oh, you're in Ravenclaw," and she was like, "So you hate me?" And I was like, "Oh."
Ooh.
I was like, "No, if you played the game, you'd understand." And she was like, "Nope, you hate me. I can't believe you don't." Oh, she was joking.
She wasn't joking. I'm a big fan. Yeah. So I thought you'd be proud of that because
It was good.
Yeah.
Also,
you found the secret source for some reason. Yes, Miles.
we got like 100 views on the other one, the We're Famous one.
On the We're Famous one, and they all watched it, and they were like, "No, not me."
Yeah, I mean, we're just joking. We know we're not famous.
No, we're famous, Miles. We're famous.
It's hard doing YouTube, you know. We've been doing this for a few years now.
Yeah.
It's hard to break into that scene, especially without a niche, and we don't really have a niche.
How's it going, bros? My name is Archie. Yeah. Miles looks like he's about to self-destruct, so I feel like we should end it there.